Hello students, welcome to CDS Quest YouTube channel. Let's begin with the class. A sin theta plus B cos theta is equals to C. Then A cos theta minus B sin theta is equals to square root of A square plus B square minus C square. This is the most important formula. Direct questions will be asked from this formula. At once, directly the formula is asked in the CDS exam. Okay, directly formula is asked once. Important formula. Let's do an example. The example is like this. 4 just 4 sin theta plus 3 cos theta is equal to 5. Then find the value of 4 cos theta minus 3 sin theta. If we compare with the formula, at place of A we have 4, at place of B we have 3, at place of C we have 5. What is the formula? Square root of A square plus B square minus C square. A square in the sense 4 square, B square plus B square means 3 square minus C square means 5 square. Solve this one, you will get the answer. 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9, minus 5 square is 25. 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 minus 25 is 0. So, answer for this question is 0. Simple, no? This is the simple answer. Let's do one more example, okay? One more example. 3 sin theta plus, oh, sorry, I am not habituated with this screen writing, guys. That's why it is getting late. 5 cos theta is equals to 5. Now find the value of 5 sin theta minus 3 cos theta. You have to find this value. Compare with the formula. What is the formula? A sin theta plus B cos theta. B cos theta is equals to C. Then A cos theta minus B sin theta is equals to square root of A square plus B square minus C square. This is the formula. if we compare with this given equation, it is not matched with this equation. No? First we have a and next also a. Here it is b, and in the down equation also b. But we have here interchanged. 3 is here and 3 is here. 5 is in the second place and it is in the first place. It is in the interchange form. So we have to take minus. We have to take minus from the asked equation. Minus from the asked. If you take minus 3 cos theta minus 5 sin theta. Now it is in the form of formula. You see, at the place of a is there, so 3 and 3 is there, 5 and 5 is there. So this sin theta is interchanged. Here also sin theta is interchanged. So it is in the form of formula. Now we can apply the formula easily. But in front of the answer, just we have to keep minus first. Minus is there now, we took minus. So minus we have to keep in front of the formula, in front of the answer. Minus of square root of a square. A square means 3 square plus b square means 5 square minus c square is 5 square. Minus of square root of minus 5 square minus 5 square get cancelled. We are left with 3 square. Square root will get cancelled. The answer is minus 3. This is the answer. Okay. That is the answer. Let's go with the next concept. Sin theta ranges from minus 1 to plus 1. Minus 1 to plus 1. That means at any value of theta, the answer will be equal or between these two values. At any value of theta, if you keep any value at the place of theta, the answer will be between or equal to these values. Okay, between these values only the answer will get. Let me prove it. Okay, I will just prove it. Let substitute theta is equals to 0 degrees. Let's start from the 0 degrees. So we know sine 0 degrees is 0. No, sine 0 degrees is 0. The answer is 0. 0 is between minus 1 to plus 1. No? 0 will come between minus 1 to plus 1. So our range is correct. Let's take another angle. Let's take one more angle. Let theta is equals to 90 degrees. 90 degrees. So sine 90 degrees is plus 1. So it is the maximum value of our range. Maximum value of our range is plus 1. No? So it is equal to maximum value. Next, let theta is equals to 180 degrees. Sin 180. What is sin 180 degrees? It is 0 degrees. 0, 0. The value is 0. The 0 is also in between -1 to +1. So this equal to, this is also correct. Let theta is equals to 270 degrees. 270 degrees. What is sin 270 degrees? 270 degrees also is equals to -1. So it is minimum value. Minimum value of sin theta. This is -1. -1 is the minimum value of sin theta. So this statement also is correct. Next, let theta is equals to 360 degrees. 360 degrees. This is also equal to 0 degrees. So sin 360 degrees or sin 0 degrees, that is equals to 0. That is also between 0 degrees. 0 is also between -1 to +1. Hence, sin theta values, if you take any angle at the place of theta, the answer will get between -1 to +1. That is the actual meaning of this range. Okay. Similarly, cos theta, it is also between -1 to +1. Okay. Its range also between -1 to +1. Its range also written as -1 comma +1 closed bracket. Closed bracket. Here closed bracket means including the values present inside the bracket, and between the values are considered. The values which are written in the brackets and between the values are considered. Okay, that is the meaning of closed bracket. Closed bracket means this box like bracket. Okay, we have to write write as this box like, that is closed bracket. Next, this is the closed bracket. Like we can write as open bracket. Open bracket means not including the inside values. If you write inside -1 comma 1, if you write like this, not including these values, in between values is there, no, they are included. Not including these values and including between values uh, at the place of at the time of open braces. At the place of closed braces, including these values and between these values are considered. Okay, that is the difference between closed braces and open brackets. Next, tan theta. It ranges from minus infinity to plus infinity. Minus infinity to plus infinity. I will prove it this way. 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. Tan 0 degrees is 0. Tan 90 degrees is infinity, and tan 180 degrees also 0 degrees. Tan 270 degrees is minus 1. These are the big values, no? Minus 1 is the big value, most greatest value, and minus infinity is the least value. This is the range. Whatever the angle you substitute at the place of theta, the values will get between these two numbers only. These two numbers only. That is the value. That is the meaning of the tan theta range. Okay, the tan theta range. Similarly, cot theta ranges between minus infinity to infinity, plus infinity. Okay, its range also written as minus infinity comma infinity open braces. That means not including the written values, but including, considering the between values are considered. Open braces means not considering the written values, but considering between these values. Okay, that is the meaning of open braces. This is the range. You have to remember this one. Sin theta ranges between minus 1 plus 1 to minus 1 to plus 1, and cos theta ranges from minus 1 to plus 1. Tan theta ranges from minus infinity to plus infinity. Cot theta ranges from minus infinity to plus infinity. These things you have to remember. This is no need, I think so. You will not come through this in the examination, but just remember. Maybe in future exams, maybe it will come. Next, sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta is completed. Next, we left with sec theta and cosec theta. Sec theta. Always greater than or equal to 1. Sec theta always greater than or equal to 1. What is sec 0 degrees? Sec 0 degrees is 1. Sec 0 degrees is 1. And sec 90 degrees, if you keep, you substitute at the place of theta 90 degrees, sec 90 degrees is infinity. So it is the minimum value, infinity is the maximum value of sec theta. Okay. Next, cosec theta. Cosec theta also same. It is also greater than or equal to 1. That means its ranges between minus infinity to minus 1 and plus 1 to plus infinity, and its range also from minus infinity comma minus 1 and 1 to infinity, plus 1 to plus infinity. These ranges can be written as can be represented with number line. its ranges is represented with number line minus infinity minus 1 plus 1 plus infinity. If you substitute any value at the place of theta, between these values will not come. If you substitute any value at place of theta, this portion is exempted, but this portion is there now. This portion values and this portion values will come. This is the positive, negative, positive. This negative portion will be cancelled. So range is written as minus infinity comma minus 1. Here open braces, here closed braces. Minus 1 is considered and minus infinity is not considered, and between values are considered. Union plus 1 comma infinity, closed braces, open braces. That means 1 is considered, infinity is not considered, between values are also considered. That is the meaning. Just note it down. Next, now ranges of sine square theta, it ranges from 0 to plus 1. That means when sine theta is squared, if negative portion is there now, that will become positive. Sine 180 degrees, no. Sine 90 is 1. Sine 270 degrees is equals to minus 1. Sine square 170 is minus 1 square, that is 1 now. So it becomes negative portion will becomes when we square the sine theta, it a negative portion will get becomes positive. So the minimum value sine square 0 degrees is 0. So it is minimum value of sine square theta is minimum value is sine square theta is 0, and maximum value of sine square theta is 1. And negative portion, when sine theta is squared, negative portion will becomes positive. Okay. Similarly, cos square theta, its range also between 0 to plus 1. 0 to plus 1. Similarly, tan theta, tan square theta, 0 to infinity. Similarly, cot square theta, 0 to infinity, plus infinity. Negative portion will get positive. When we square the negative portion, it becomes positive. Okay. These are the range. You have to remember this. When sin square theta, cos square theta range is between 0 to minus 0 to plus 1. Tan square theta, cot square theta range is between 0 to plus infinity. You have to remember this. Okay. Next. We left with sec square theta now. Sec square theta ranges from plus 1 to infinity. Similarly, cosec square theta ranges from plus 1 to plus infinity. These are the square ranges. Trigonometric functions, square ratios. Square ranges. Next, let us do an example. Find minimum and maximum value of 6 minus 4 sine theta. This is also a PYQ question. Find a minimum and maximum value of 6 minus 4 sine theta. We know sine theta ranges from minus 1 to plus 1. Sir, no. Now only I said. Next. In multiplication, minus 4 is there with the sine theta. So, multiply minus 4 in this inequation. Okay. When we multiply minus with inequation, the inequation will changes. That means when we multiply with minus, the inequation will, if it is less than, it becomes greater than, and if it is greater than, it becomes less than. Okay, you have to remember this. And also in another case also, its inequation also will be changed. That is, in second condition is when we square the inequation. When square the inequation, also the inequation will changes. These are the two conditions. These are the two conditions you have to remember. The inequation will change when multiplied with minus or squared it. When we square or multiply with minus 1, the inequation will changes. Why it will change? I will explain with this example. Okay, I will explain with these examples. Okay. multiply with minus 4. Minus 4 is multiplied with sin theta in the question. So multiply with minus 4. Minus 1 into minus 4 less than or equal to sin theta. No. Don't write less than or equal to. Just write sin theta. Give some space. 1 into minus 4. Here also we have to multiply with minus 1. Minus 4 sin theta 1 into minus 4. Now this is minus into minus plus, that is 4 minus sin theta. This is minus 4. Here is minus 4. Sorry. Minus 4 sin theta, and here is minus 4. Now minus 4 is big or plus 4 is big? Obviously plus 4 is big. So the inequation written as like this. Yes or no? Yes or no? The inequation will be written as like this. Here you observe, here when we start the inequation it is less than, but here it becomes greater than. That is the actual logic. When we multiply with minus, the less than values will become greater than, the greater than values will become less than. Okay, so that's why we have to change the inequation when we multiply with minus or square the inequation. Next in addition, 6 is there in the question, so add 6 in this inequation. Add 6 in this inequation. 6 plus 4 greater than or equal to 6 minus 4 sin theta greater than or equal to minus 4 plus 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 6 plus 4, 10 less than or equal to 6 minus 4 sin theta less than greater than or equal to greater than, it is 6 minus 4, 2. 6 minus 4, 2. So this is the maximum value and 2 is the minimum value. This is the actual step by step solving the problem. This is the actual process. You have to solve the question in the examination also in this way, but somewhat faster. And if you do this step by step, you will not come across mistakes. Okay, you will does not come across mistakes. This is 10 is the maximum value and 2 is the minimum value. Next. Next, let's do one more example. Cos square theta plus 3 sin square theta plus 2. Find maximum and minimum value of this equation. find maximum and minimum value. Okay. First of all, you have to convert either cos square theta or sin square theta into both are in similar trigonometric function. Either it is cos, either it is sin. I will go with cos square theta. I will convert cos square theta into sin square theta form. Okay. What is the formula? Cos square theta is equals to 1 minus sin square theta. Cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta from first identity. First identity formula is there in first identity. From first identity, cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta plus 3 sin square theta plus 2. Now it is the complete equation in similar trigonometric function. Here also sin square theta, here also sin square theta. Similar trigonometric function. Now 3 sin square theta minus sin square theta, 2 sin square theta. And 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. Sir, no? 3. Now, now we have to find the minimum and maximum value of this equation. Now we have to find the minimum and maximum value of this equation. We know sin square theta. Sin square theta. It ranges from 0 to value 0 to 1 plus 1. Yes or no? Just now I said in the previous slide, sin square theta ranges from 0 to 1. In multiply, 2 is there with the sin square theta. So multiply with 2 in this inequation. 2 into 0, 0, we already know. 2 into sin square theta less than or equal to 1 into 2 is 2. In addition with this complete, we have 3 in addition. So here 2 into 0, 0, 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 less than or equal to 2 sin square theta plus 3 less than or equal to, here it is 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 3 is 5. Sir, no? 5. So this is the 5 is the maximum value. Maximum value. 3 is the minimum value. Okay. I think you people get confused with left and right hand side. If in previous problem, sir said at the right hand side one is minimum. Now in this problem, the right hand side one is saying maximum. Don't confuse like that. You just follow the inequation less than or equal to. Which side this open is there, that is big one. Which side the narrow one, the smaller side is there, that is small minimum value. Okay, this is less than symbol, this is greater than symbol. If you see this open space, here is the number, this is the maximum number. If you see at the place of this side, this narrow side, this is the minimum value. Okay, minimum value at the place of narrow side, minimum value. At the place of open side, maximum value. Here open side is there now. Just wait, I will rub it. Here open space is like this side now, so this is the maximum value, and narrow side is this side now, so this is the minimum value. In previous problem, the open space is this side, so this is the maximum value, and narrow space is this side, so this is the minimum value. Okay, don't confuse with the less than or equal or less than and greater than. If you know the meaning of less than and greater than, you will uh, definitely know this value. You are easily understood. I think so few people are understood, and the people who are not understood, this is the trick. Okay, this is the trick. Next, next, the questions will be asked like this also. In finding minimum and maximum values, the questions can be asked like this also. X square plus 8x, that's it. This is the equation. First of all, we have to convert this equation into perfect square. We have to convert this equation into perfect square. It has two steps. Step by step, just follow with me. You will definitely know the process. Definitely understand the process. Step 1, how to convert this into, just try, just do it. You have to convert it into perfect square. Step 1. Step 1 is half the coefficient of x. Here coefficient of x is 8. We have to half it. That means 8 divided by 4. Let me write the statement which I have said. Half the x coefficient. Here coefficient of x is 8. So coefficient of x is 8. Half it in the sense divided by 2. So that is 4. Okay, this is the first step. We have to half the x coefficient, not x square, x coefficient, x coefficient. Okay, we are done with the step 1. Next, step 2. Step 2 is square the resulted value. Resulted value. The resulted value is 4 now. In first step, the resulted value is 4. So we have to square it. Square it. 4 square is 16. Now this 16 we have to, this 16 is there now. This 16 we have to add and subtract from given equation. This is the question, given equation. Now this is the actual given equation. So uh, this 16 is there now. From step 1, step 2 we get this answer. This 16 we have to add and subtract from this given equation. Let's do it. Let's do it in the second slide. Next slide. The space is not enough here. Okay. What is the question? X square plus 8x. We get the answer in second step is 16. So that 16 we have to add and subtract from the given equation. Now by seeing this equation we understood that this portion is in the form of a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square, that is equals to a plus b whole square. A is equals to x, b is equals to 4. Check it out. Just check. A square in the sense for a square is x square is there. Next 2ab, 2 into a is x, b is 4, 2 into 4 8, 8 into x 8x, 2ab also there. Next b square means 4 square, 4 square is 16, 16 also there. So this portion is complete expansion of this portion is complete expansion of a plus b whole square form. Okay, so it can be written as x plus 4 whole square, again this 16 is there, minus 16. This is the actual conversion of the given equation into perfect square. Now this equation is in the form of perfect square. Okay, are you understand? Just wait. This is the actual conversion. First step, listen carefully, I am repeating again. In first step, we have to half the x coefficient. The x coefficient is, we have here 8. So we have to half it. So we did half so that it is 4. Now in the second step, we have to square the 4. If we square it, we will get 16. This 16 we have to add and subtract from the given equation. The given equation is this one, x square minus 8x. But we have to add and subtract 16 from the given equation. By seeing this portion, we know this is in the expansion of a plus b whole square formula. A plus b whole square formula. This formula. So it is in written as perfect square equation, perfect square form. Okay, this is the way, this is the process. Understood? Next, let's do with the example. Instead of saying it as a example, I will just say type, type, important type 1. Definitely questions come from this type 1. From this type, 2 to 3 times repeated questions came in the exam, serious exam. So it is important type, very very important. The question is like this: find find maximum and minimum value of cos square theta plus 2 cos theta. Find the minimum and maximum value of cos square theta plus 2 cos theta. Okay. First of all, we have to convert this equation into perfect square. This is the first we have to do, convert this given equation into perfect square. How to convert it we know. Let's do with step 1. Start with the step 1. What is the step 1? Let this cos theta is equals to x, cos theta is equals to x, and this will be x square. So what is the step 1? Half the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 2. So half the coefficient of x, that is 2 by 2, that is equals to 1. Yes or no? Half the coefficient of x, that is 2 by 2, coefficient of x is 2. So 2 by 2 is 1. Step 2. What is the step 2? Square the resultant value. This is the resultant value. 1 is the resultant. Square it. 1 square is also 1 only. Yes or no? 1 square is also 1 only. Now we have to add and subtract this 1 from the given equation. What is the given equation? Cos square theta plus 2 cos theta. This is the given equation. We have to add 1 and subtract 1. We have to add and subtract this 1 from the given equation. Now if you see carefully, you will understand from this portion it is in the form of a plus b whole square. A is equals to cos theta and b is equals to 1. So it can be written as cos theta plus 1 whole square, and minus 1 is there here. So it is written here after the perfect square. Now it is in the form of perfect square. Now this is equation is in the form of perfect square. Now we have to find minimum and maximum value for this equation. Now it is convenient and easier to find minimum and maximum value for this equation. Now let's write cos theta first of all. Cos theta, we know its range. What its range? Minus 1 to plus 1. In the question for the cos theta, in addition 1 is there. So add 1 with this cos theta. Minus 1 plus 1 less than or equal to cos theta plus 1 less than or equal to 1 plus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 less than or equal to cos theta plus 1 less than or equal to 1 plus 1 is 2. Now whole square is there. Just whole square it. 0 less than or equal to cos theta plus 1 whole square less than or equal to 2 square is 4. Now in the question minus 1 is there with this bracket 1. So we have to subtract 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1 less than or equal to cos theta plus 1 whole square minus 1 less than or equal to 4 minus 1 is 3. So this is the answer for this question. This is the maximum value, 3 is the maximum value and 1 is the minus 1 is the minimum value. Minus 1 is the minimum value. This is the actual way of solving the question. What is the maximum value? The maximum value is 3. The minimum value is minus 1. Okay, understood? Just take a look. Now let's go with the type 2. Type 2. Second type. It is also very important type. Type 2. Type 2 is okay. The type 2 question is like this. Find, just wait. Find minimum and maximum values of 2 cos square theta plus sin power 4 theta. Sin power 4 theta. This is the question. We have to find minimum and maximum value of this equation, given equation. We know the usual steps to convert this equation into perfect square. What is the step 1? Let's go with the step 1. There. First of all, we have to convert this cos square theta into sin square theta so that this complete equation is in one trigonometric ratio. Okay, we have to first convert this into one trigonometric. In previous problem also this is in one trigonometric ratio, cos theta cos theta. It is not different trigonometric ratio. Okay, so we have to first of all convert this into single trigonometric ratio, similar trigonometric ratio. So let's convert cos theta. 2 cos theta, cos square theta can be written as 1 minus sine square theta from first identity. We know from first identity cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta plus sine power 4 theta. Multiply 2 inside, 2 minus 2 sine square theta plus sine power 4 theta. Let me write like this: 4 power sine power 4 theta minus 2 sine square theta plus 2. No changes, no changes. Don't afraid, no changes were done here. Okay, I have written like this. Now we have to find the make it this equation into perfect square from step 1. Before doing step 1, you people get confused with this sine power 4 theta. Let me write like this: let x is equals to sine square theta. X equal to sine square theta. So we can write like this equation like this: x power 4 is x square, sine power 4 is x square minus 2 sine square is x plus 2. I assumed as sine square theta is equals to x. So in place of sine square theta, I substituted x. This is can be written as sine square theta whole square no. So sine square theta is x. X I have written, square is there, so x square minus 2 sine square theta is x. So 2x plus 2. Okay, no confusion. Now we know the old version of converting this into perfect square. Step 1. What is the step 1? Half the x coefficient. X coefficient is 2. Half it divided by 2, that is 1. Step 2 is square the resulted value. Resulted value is 1. 1 square is equals to 1. Now add and subtract 1 from the given equation. This is the given equation. Add and subtract 1 from this equation, so that x square minus 2x plus 2 plus 1 minus 1. I have added and subtracted. Now it is in the form of x square minus 2x plus 1 plus 1. I have written 1 here, and 2 minus 1 is 1. I have written like this. Now if you see carefully, you will understand that x square minus 2x plus 1, this is in the form of a minus b whole square. This is a square minus 2ab plus b square. This is in the form of a minus b whole square. That is x minus 1 whole square plus 1. This side of it plus 1 is there. So I have written plus 1. Okay. Plus 1 step, so I have written plus 1 step. Next, we know x is equals to sin square theta, no? Sin square theta. So substitute. Go back to the problem. X is equal to sin square theta. Sin square theta minus 1 whole square plus 1. Now we have to find the maximum and minimum value for this equation. So you will get the maximum and minimum value. It is in the simplest form. So you can easily find the maximum and minimum value for this equation now. Okay. Now sin square theta. First of all, we have to write sin square theta. What is its range? Its range is from 0 to plus 1. Yes or no? Yes. With sin square theta, minus 1 is there. So subtract 1 from this equation. In equation. So 0 minus 1 is minus 1, less than or equal to sin square theta minus 1 less than or equal to 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. Next, whole square is there. Whole square minus 1 whole square sin square